Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rob. Welcome to this week's Trade Along Tuesday. This update, folks, is for the week of December. Yes, December 5th, 2017. I just finished up the E-mini think tank. I've got it rendering so I can get it posted up there tonight after our class Monday night tonight. So figured I would jump in and get this taken care of before I lose my voice, which it feels like I'm on my way towards doing. So let's get into it. So premium workshops coming up, guys. December 12th is our very last Monster Market Movers of the year. I've got some great stuff planned for that. You definitely want to make sure you're there. If you have not yet attended our free workshops on Monday, Power Hour, every Monday, 12 to 1, we basically go over your candidates. What is it you want to look at? What is it you want to see? I do a little bit of teaching in there as well. We had a great strategy we taught in there today in the earlier one, if you were there. Every Monday night, tonight, we do the E-mini think tank, and there's a couple of on-demand workshops that are available as well. Here's how to reach out and contact us or follow us. And today's, for Tuesday, but today, Monday, for Tuesday, the Trade Along Tuesday candidate is Priceline. All right, so let me go ahead and jump right into our list of details as to why I chose Priceline. First off, if you look at Priceline, you can see this massive bearish move taking place on the fibs. Great move down, right? Good retrace back up to the 618 and a rollover. We got a 2 standard deviation move, and then we got our gap down on our earnings right here, right? Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal move down on earnings. So I measured earnings from where the stock had closed down to the lowest trough it had hit, which was the day after the earnings announcement, 2 days later, and the recovery. And you can see that that H-type pattern in there as we start out here, work our way down, come back up to the midpoint, and which is a fibit, and it rolls over. We had a big move down off of the moving average a couple of days ago. We came back to it again. It gave us another opportunity to take the bearish trade. It came back again yesterday, gave us another opportunity. Now, a couple of things about it is I've got the fibs pulled back purposely to explain why that fibit is there, right? Let me go ahead and roll them forward here. Let's see. For some reason, my 17 and 1800 disappeared. Let me just go ahead and put those back in. Okay, so I have lines, horizontal lines drawn at every $100 support level. That's important. Just trying not to busy up the chart so much because there are a lot of them on this chart here because of how much Priceline does move. But we rolled off of the moving average yesterday, okay? And when I pull the fib over, you'll know why today's closing price. This is for Tuesday. So you'll know why this is so important is we played around with this fibit in here, this -136. We played around with that fibit, came down, pushed back up, rolled over, and we closed below. So guys, what's the signal today? We're looking for a slight move down. If you get a gap down on tomorrow's announcement on the open, you're looking for it to come back up and kiss that 1734.5 level-ish. Doesn't have to get exactly there, but move up towards it and roll over. We've got our first target on the downside about 1700 down to 1695, somewhere in that zone. That's target number one, 40% of the trade. 1662 is going to be your second target and a 30% target. Now we have to have a fibit inside of here, so I'm going to pull this out. Guys, I'm really hoping that you can catch the power here of what's going on with some of these numbers, some of these levels, I should say. There's a fibit in here because this distance is too big for the stock to move over a 2 to 3 day period on a normal move based on what the wildest average true range is. Okay, so what does that mean? I split the level in half. Well, 1627.06 and 1629.70 is the lowest low we made on the pull down after the earnings announcement. So we have confluence with that bottom. That would be our third target, would be about that 1630-ish the 1627-ish level, right, is where we have a zone for this one. Now, guys, if you're wrong and it gets back up above the 8-period exponential moving average, somewhere between above the 8 and below the 21 is where your target's going to be set for a stop. Now, if we look at an option chain, we're looking at an option chain. Guys, if you want to try to go something shorter, I went out and looked at the weeklies. I'm looking for put options. I got no open interest on the ones that expire on the 5th. If you want to go look at the 12th, I have no open interest on the puts. I had no choice but to go out to the 45-day mark, which gives me, keep in mind, it's Priceline, right? It's not like there's lots of open interest anyway on it, but it does give me the open interest I need. For me, normally I'm looking at a 65 delta is what I want to see with 100 open interest. All right, I need to put a few more strikes in there. Oh, that's a few. Oh, too far. Okay. So normally I'm looking for that 65 delta with a position as high priced as Priceline. I have no problem dropping it down to maybe a 60. So I've got a 59, which is at 434 of open interest, right? And we're looking at about $57 a share is our cost. Now, I know for some this might be high, and I completely understand the position there if it is too high for you. But maybe at that point you're not doing 10 contracts. Maybe you're doing one and just going after that first target. All right. It'd be great if we had the open interest we needed in here. Let's just stretch this one out a little bit more. All right. You can see we're getting down into the 60 deltas. We've got nothing. So we don't really have a whole lot of choice on Priceline. If you want to trade it, this is the one you've got to trade. If you want to try to do something much shorter than that, you might find some open interest out there, but you're playing a game of does it fit the criteria and get to my levels as quickly as I need it to? And the answer is probably not. All right? Probably not. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This week's Candidate Trade Along Tuesday. Guys, listen, if you like the videos, share some love and give it a thumbs up down below. Share the videos with your friends and certainly subscribe to the channel to get more details on when these come out. All right, you have a wonderful and glorious day. Good luck trading tomorrow, and I will see all of you next week at Trade Along Tuesday. Take care, folks. Bye.